Welcome to this week's Tiny Tip. Today we're going to cover your first two chords on your ukulele. So first of all, what we want to do is take a look at our fretboard and just get a little bit familiar with what this does and how we're going to position our hands here to create sounds. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about frets, and these are frets along your fretboard. And they go up all the way up to the body of your ukulele. But we're going to be focusing really on this end of the fretboard today, and especially the first three frets. And when I say the fret number, fret 1 for example, I'm talking about this little marker right here, and what I want to do is make sure that my finger is just before that, behind it actually, so that I know that I'm in the using the first fret. If I say second fret, I want to find that second marker and be right before that. So that's where I'm going to find my second fret position. Third fret, same thing applies. But what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we use our first three fingers, and we're going to try and match up our fingers with the frets. All right, so let's aim for that today. The other thing you need to be aware of, again, is if I refer to a fret number, I'm also going to be telling you a string number, because we need to know what fingers go on which strings. So if you recall, string numbers are counted from the floor up, like the stories of a building. So string number 1 is going to be closest to the floor. String number 4 is going to be closest to the ceiling. So things you need to think about: string number and fret number. Now when you're reading chords on a piece of paper, on a chord diagram they're called, you're going to be able to see the top sort of 3 or 4 frets of your ukulele right here. And then you're going to see some black dots on there, and they're going to indicate where you're going to be putting your fingers on which strings. And that's how we're going to be moving forward with more advanced chords later on too. But when you need a reference point, the chord diagram is going to help you. I'm going to put up the chord diagrams as we learn the chords today, and you'll be able to see them on the screen here as well and have that as a reference point. So let us get started by taking our index finger, and what you're going to do is you're going to want to go on the tip of this index finger, which is going to maybe feel funny at first, especially after you're playing for a little bit, but you're going to build up calluses and you're going to be a rock star. So don't worry about a little bit of discomfort in the beginning. I'm going to get you to take your index finger, and I'm going to place it right here on the first fret, is what I'm calling that. So I want to make sure I'm not right on top of it, because you're not going to get a very nice sound if I pluck that. If I'm right beside it, in that first space, oh, I get a much clearer sound on that string. So remember, not on top of the fret, just right behind it, okay? So if I put my first finger there in the first fret, and then I give a strum, that is a chord. That is the C7 chord. And this chord is a great chord to get started on. So why don't we try strumming with our C7 chord now that you know how to strum as well. We're going to use our index finger and do some down ups. You ready? Here we go. And you want to get comfortable, keeping that finger down nice and clean in the first fret. You can even do songs with just a C7 chord. You can do Lime and the Coconut a little bit, or you can do Aretha Franklin. You can do J, J, J. J, 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 so there you go. In fact, that whole song is in C7, so strum along with Aretha if you want to find her on the YouTube somewhere. I'm going to teach you your second chord now. You're an expert with your index finger. Let's try our ring finger, finger number 3. And as you recall, I'm going to get you to match up the finger with the fret. So I'm going to say third fret, third finger, okay? Still the same string though, still string number 1, okay? So we're going to get a nice clean C sound out of that string now. And when I play it all together, I'm going to get a C major chord, okay? So let's try strumming that a little bit. I've just got my ring finger down on that third fret spot. Good. All right, now for practice, I'm going to get you to go back and forth between C7 and C. This is good practice for you to get your fingers moving between chords. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 4 strums on each. We're going to start on C. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and C, C7, back to C. Those are your first two chords. Have fun working on those, and we'll see you next time.